Well, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson says that in his view, biological men shouldn't be allowed to compete in female sporting events. I agree, and I don't actually think it's a controversial statement. But what does Donald Trump make of athletes like Leah Thomas, the swimmer who was a mediocre performer as a man, but is now demolishing her rivals and destroying women's records and, in my view, making a mockery of sporting fairness, seemingly with the full backing of the woke brigade?
Right now,
and how much do you think the cancel culture woke debate is now beginning to really damage the Democrats? And I'll give you the example that's been raging recently, this whole issue of transgender athletes in sport, for example, in women's sport. Leah Thomas, the swimmer. I think it's grotesquely unfair.
It is.
You know, you can support trans rights to equality and fairness, but also understand that what's going on in sport is inherently unfair and unjust and unequal. Is that your position?
People see it and they won't put up with it. They had a weightlifter where the record was for 11 or 12 years, and they'd put a half an ounce on each side, and the woman would lift. A guy comes along and breaks the record by numbers that you wouldn't.
Boris Johnson came out recently and said he would ban biological males, people born with biological male bodies who transition. He would ban them from then competing in women's sport.
Good.
Do you agree with that?
I do. I agreed with it long before anybody else. I think it's ridiculous, and it's sad, and it's bad for the Democrats because they're not going to do that.
One of the big questions being put to lots of politicians right now is, what is a woman?
I'm not going to respond to the question, but a woman is somebody that swims at a certain time and doesn't get beaten by 38 seconds by somebody that wasn't even a good swimmer as a male.